that would be brilliant. Okay, so a belt, and if you've got a brick this morning. If you don't have a brick, don't worry. Once you've got your bits and pieces, come down onto the floor. Have your belt nearby, just within grabbing distance, because we'll need that fairly early on in our practice today. So coming down onto your backs, let's have a few moments there. So lying down, finding a comfortable place. And when you're comfortable, you can just let the eyes gently close. And just take a couple of steady, slow breaths just to bring yourself into your space, into your practice, settling the body. Just allow your body to sink and soften down into the ground. Feel the softness of the face, the eyes, the jaw, the brow smooth. Tongue feeling soft inside the mouth. Allow the shoulders to feel relaxed and heavy. Belly soft. Whole body relaxing down on the ground. And then just having a couple of moments just to notice your natural breath. So breathing easily, effortlessly, and just noticing the flow of your breath without trying to change it in any way. And then keeping the belly super soft, you can start to deepen the breath slightly here. So inhaling, low into the tummy, feeling the breath travel wide into the ribs, traveling back up into the chest. And just see if you can really feel the breath at the back of the body. And as you exhale, everything softens and contracts back down. So you're feeling that lovely expansion as you inhale, and contraction as you exhale. And looking for that steady rhythm, so the inhale and the exhale becoming a similar length and quality. Finding a comfortable count for each breath. And just see if you can really keep your focus linked to that rhythm. And if the mind does wander, just gently guide it back to that rhythm of breath. Okay, just taking a few more. So maybe allowing your next exhalation just to feel a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. And then as you inhale, let the eyes blink open here. And then let's just start as always with a little squeeze of the knees up into the chest. So draw the knees up, have a little squeeze, maybe rock from side to side or turn circles with the knees if that feels good. And then when you bring the feet back down to the ground, take them nice and wide on your mat. So about the same width as your mat. Nice big inhale here. And then as you exhale, just let the knees drop to the right. Again, inhale to lift. And then over to the left. So just in your own time, just going from side to side. Just breathing in and out. Don't worry about where you inhale and exhale. Just keep breathing. Just find a comfortable rhythm through the legs. And just notice how your hips are feeling, noticing lower back, noticing thighs, noticing your body. So we're back into our twisty revolved triangle practice today. So we'll work on a bit of outer hip lengthening, core strengthening, shoulders, twists, a bit of everything really today, coming into that revolved triangle pose. And those of you who were with me yesterday, like your revolved triangle poses were looking so good, really impressed. Okay, so lift the knees up, grab your belt. We're going to hook the belt around the right foot as we straighten the left leg long on the floor. If it doesn't feel comfortable on your lower back, as always, you can just bend the knee, bring the foot down on the ground. So bit of strap in each hand and then gently guiding the leg in, keeping the shoulders soft, just until you meet that point of resistance. Gently pushing the foot back into the strap, just creating a little bit of engagement here. Breathing deeply. So you can experiment with the position of the foot too. You can press the foot back into the strap, but also draw the toes back towards the shin, creating a bit more length through the lower leg, through the calf. So a couple of breaths. Again, just feeling your body, allowing the breath to flow smoothly, steadily. And noticing how you feel. Good, so let's take 2 more full breaths here. Face is relaxed. Don't let the shoulders hunch up to the ears. And then just come off that stretch slightly. Let's take the strap in just the left hand. The right arm can come out long to the side. And then keeping the back of the pelvis, back of that right side down on the ground as you gently guide the right leg across to the left. So we're really targeting that outer seam of the right leg with the stretch here. So you're not lifting up and over, you're keeping grounded through the back of the pelvis. Breathing deeply. Again, you can just gently play with the position of the foot. Notice how that changes the sensation in the leg. Take another breath. And then slowly inhale, bring your leg up. We're going to switch sides. So left leg in the strap, right leg long. And then back a leg first. So you're going to gently draw the leg up towards you. Trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. If that means it's a bit lower, that's fine. Shoulders down. And breathing deeply. Good. So as you exhale, if you can just direct that breath to the back of the left thigh. Just allowing yourself to feel comfortable and settle into that stretch. Good. Okay, let's take one more. And then just release off the stretch slightly, strap in the right hand, left arm out wide, back of the pelvis anchors to the ground, left leg gently crosses over to the right. So just going as far as you comfortably can. You don't want to be in any pain or fighting it, just until you meet that kind of point of resistance. And then taking a couple of breaths to settle into it. How does this side feel compared to the other side? Where do you feel the sensation in the body? How is your breath? Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly lift the leg up, bend the knee, pop your strap to one side, both feet on the floor, knees bent. Right ankle is going to cross on top of the left knee. Press the knee away from you, flex into the foot, lift the left leg up, feed your hands behind the back of the left thigh, or you can use your belt. And then anchoring back of the pelvis down against the floor. So gently guiding the leg in with the hands around the thigh and then resisting with the right leg. So you're pressing back the right leg into the left. Breathing deeply here. Smooth, steady breath. Relaxing the shoulders. Noticing your body. Good. And then release the hands, but keep the legs where they are. Take the arms out wide into a big open T shape. And then just see if you can roll your legs over to the left side. So you're bringing the side of the left leg down towards the ground. Maybe the sole of the right foot will come to the ground over to that left side. So you're coming into a little twist here. So just squiggling the shoulders down towards the floor as the legs are dropped over to the left side. If it doesn't feel comfortable in your body, then you can bring yourself back up. Just stay in that knee to ankle position, upright. Take another breath where you are. And then slowly draw the knees back up. Release both feet down to the ground. So same thing on the other side. So left ankle crosses on top of the right knee. Press the left knee away, flex the foot. Draw the leg in, hands behind the right thigh. And again, you're drawing in with the hands as you resist with the left leg, and then back of the pelvis anchors down. So as you press the back of the pelvis down, that creates a tiny little lift through your lumbar spine. Good. Smooth, steady breath. And again, you're relaxing through the shoulders, through the face. Just paying attention to how you feel in this pose. Good. Okay. So legs stay where they are. Arms out nice and wide. And then ever so slowly, we're rocking everything over to the right side this time. So the legs drop over to the right. So sole of the left foot to the floor, right leg to the floor. Or if it's hovering and it's feeling too uncomfortable, if you're feeling like you're under too much strain, then just bring the legs back up. Stay where you were. Have another breath here. Good. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Both feet down onto the ground. Okay, so let's cross the right leg on top of the left leg. So as if you're sitting in a chair, sitting cross-legged. So knees are stacked. Lift both knees up in towards you and see if you can reach around and catch hold of the shins or the ankles or slightly higher up the leg with the hands. So your left hand's going to come onto your right leg and opposite, with right hands on the left leg. Gently guide the feet down in the direction of the hips, flex the feet, and then again, you're resisting, so you're pressing the legs back into the hands. So drawing the shoulders down, again, lower back or pelvis rather is pressing down into the earth. And again, just notice what you feel in your body. And if anything doesn't feel comfortable, then you can make adjustments, modifications to suit you. Good, one more breath here. And then release, undo, both feet to the ground, switching sides. So left leg crosses on top of the right leg. Pull the knees up in towards you, flex the feet, catch hold of the ankles or the shins or wherever you can reach. Gently guide the feet down as you resist back into the hands. Keep pulling the shoulders down, so don't let the shoulders creep up to the ears. Take a couple of breaths where you are. Just feel that through the outer hip. Good, take another breath. And then slowly release, bringing both feet down onto the ground. Good, okay. So a little bit of core work now. So if you've got a brick, grab your brick. If you haven't got a brick, don't worry. So if you've got a brick, pop that in between your knees. So it's kind of keeping your knees in line with your hips. So don't have it on its widest setting or its narrowest setting, just have it on the middle. So squeeze the knees into the block. If you don't have a block, just bring your knees together. So lifting the feet from the floor, stacking the knees above the hips, lift the head, lift the shoulder blades from the mat, reach the arms forward, and we're going to take 5 breaths. So we're here for 1, 2, 3, squeeze the knees, 4, and 5. Come down nice and slowly. Have a moment. We're going to do that again. So knees squeeze, feet lift, knees stack above the hips, peeling up through the upper body, stretch the arms forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly down. Let the belly soften. Do you notice that when I do it with you, I count much quicker? So squeeze the knees in again. One more time. Lift the feet up, lift the head, lift the shoulders, reach the arms forward. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All the way down. Release your brick. Pop that to one side. So this is quite tricky. So see how you go with this. If it doesn't feel good in your body, just repeat what we just did. So this time, if it feels comfortable for you, legs straight in the air. And we're going to lower both legs down towards the ground whilst maintaining connection lower back to the ground. So come down until the lower back kind of feels like it wants to lift. And then we're going to peel up through the upper body again. So head and the shoulders lift, reach the arms forward. So we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down. Ooh, we're only going to do that one time. Okay, so working a little bit more into the obliques, so kind of side core muscles. So these are the muscles that help us to rotate and side bend. So really important to keep these strong, especially when we're doing twisting poses like revolved triangle. So feet to the floor, feet about hip width. We've done this a few times. So we're going to lift up through the upper body, then we're going to tap side to side. So tapping left hand to left ankle, then right hand to right ankle. I'll count you through to 20. If you want to stop at any time, you stop when you need to. So we're going to lift up, reach the arms forward, and whichever way you want to go first, we're going to tap for 1, switch, 2, switch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, come all the way down. Relax for a moment. So this time I'm going to count you through to 30. Can't see anything, the sun's beaming in. So again, if you want to stop after 10 or 15 or 20 or however many, just stop. But I'll count you through to 30 and see how you get on. So let's lift up, reach the arms forward. And then when you're ready, tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Good work all the way down. Relax for a moment. One more, 30 or however many you want to get to. So last time, lifting up, reaching forward. We'll go a bit quicker this time. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, all the way down. Knees into chest, have a squeeze. Well done, sorry. Okay, let's rock up to sitting. Last thing, core rotations, lots of hip flexors. So again, just go with as many as you feel comfortable doing and stop when you need to. So we're going to come into Navasana and we're going to reach up, turn and tap. Reach up, turn and tap. So as we reach, we inhale. As we exhale, we turn and we tap. So you can keep your feet on the floor or lift the feet from the floor. So obviously the feet up is way, way harder. But I want you to get that engagement through the front of core, through the hip flexors first. So feet on the ground to begin with. Lift your chest, hands behind the knees, rock back. So you're feeling that engagement through the front of your body. Lift the chest, and then if you're lifting the feet, now lift the feet. And then everybody stretch the arms to the sky. Inhale here, and then turn to the right, tap the fingers down to the ground, exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap left. Reach, exhale, right. Reach, exhale, left. Reach, exhale, right. Reach, turn, tap left. Reach, turn, tap right. Good, reach. Left, one more each side, reach, right, reach, left, inhale up, and then bring your feet down, make yourself small, have a hug into the legs. Good, have a moment. We'll do one more of those, won't make you do two. So sit nice and tall, hands behind the knees. I think I made you do 3 of those yesterday, didn't I? So sitting tall, rocking back, lifting the feet, and then reaching the arms to the sky. Nice big breath in, and then exhale, turn to the right and tap. Inhale up, exhale left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up, left. Hello hip flexors, up, right, up, left. One more each way if you've got it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale, inhale, cross the ankles, squeeze the knees in, make yourself small. Ooh, okay. We've done this in our Friday class. We're going to try for a little lift off from here. So don't worry if you don't do it, and don't worry if you don't want to do it. So you're going to bring the knees into the chest, squeeze the knees in, cross at the ankles, point the toes. So if you've got bricks help. Bricks can go on the floor just in front of the hips. This gives you a little bit more space to play with. Hug the knees in. So using that action of the hip flexors to pull the knees in, point the toes, hands in front of the hips, bring the tips of the toes to the floor to begin with, because it makes it a bit easier. Keep really small through the front of the body. Hands come down, rock forward, and then press the floor away. See if you can get a little lift off with your bottoms. Keep the toes down first. And then if you've got lift off, you can try it with the toes up. So it's the same thing. Pull the knees in using the strength of your hip flexors. Keep the front of your body short. Hands to the floor. Actually flex the feet this time rather than point the toes. Rock forward. Press the floor away and lift. So see if you can get a little lift off from your bottom. Oh, good. Well done, Kate. And then bring yourself down. Lovely work. Okay, roll down onto your back. One brief bridge pose just to stretch all that stuff out. So nice and slowly, just peeling up, just lengthening through the front of the hip and the abdominals. There's a lot of work there. Ooh. Sorry, we haven't even got going yet, have we? And then rolling down, and then rock yourself back up to sitting. Okay, so we're going to come with the feet onto the floor. Feet about hips width, maybe slightly wider. We're just going to windscreen wiper the knees, but in an upright position. So bring your hands to the floor behind you. You can take a little bit of weight into the hands. And then we're going to let the knees drop to one side, lift up, and then to the other side. So just getting a bit of mobility through the hips. Nice and slowly from side to side. Good. That feels kind of nice after all that strong core work. Okay, so let's come onto all fours. Let's do a few cat-cows just to start to get juicy through the spine. So when you're ready, under shoulders, knees under hips, fingers spreading. Inhaling, dropping the belly, eyes forward, stick your bum in the air. And then exhale, tuck under and start to round. Inhale, dropping belly, arching into the spine. And then exhale, use your hands to press the floor, tuck them round. Couple more, inhale. And exhale. Good again, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, come to neutral. Stretch your arms forward towards the front of the mat. Bring the hands wide. Press through the hands, grip through the fingers, keep the arms really strong. And then keeping the hips stacked above the heels, then start to lower your chest and your forehead down towards the ground. The head can come all the way down if it reaches, or you can use a brick or a cushion underneath the forehead. Grip the fingers and think about your armpits. See if you can have the action of drawing your armpits towards each other underneath you, just creating that broadness across the upper back. Feeling strong. So we're not being completely passive here. Lower ribs gently pulling in. Smooth, steady breath. Good. And then slowly rocking forward, lifting the chest up. Come down into Sphinx. So lower down through the hips. Bring the elbows down onto the floor for a brief Sphinx pose. So pull the shoulders back. Firm your thighs, anchor your pubic bone. And one brief forearm plank from here. So tucking the chin, peeling up into your forearm plank. So coming up through the ribs with the belly, lift the hips, tuck the toes, then lift the knees. Drive those arms down into the ground. Feel lifted through the upper back, shoulder blades spreading, tucking under through the pelvis. Just let the back of the neck be long, but lifting the back of the skull up. Another breath. And then drop the knees to the ground. Roll into your Sphinx. Slide your hands back, make your way through to downward facing dog. Good, coming briefly into pigeon pose. So let's stretch the right leg up and back, get that length. And then rock forward, bringing the right shin down to the ground into your pigeon. Lengthening that left leg behind you. You've got the option to stack something underneath this right hip here if that feels comfortable, which I am going to do. So leveling the hips off, so pulling the left hip forward, the right hip back. So you can stay upright if that feels more comfortable for you. Or if you feel okay, bring yourself down onto your forearms, creating a bit of length through the upper back, but keep pressing the front shin down into the ground, so keeping that feeling of strength through that front leg. So we're not just passively dumping everything down into the hips. Smooth, steady breath here. Just noticing your body, noticing your breath. Good, one more. And then bring yourself back up onto your hands if you're on your forearms. Get rid of your brick if you're using one. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, strong hands, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. So left leg, reach it high first. And then rock forward. Bring your left shin down for your pigeon pose. So right leg straight behind you. Press down through that front shin. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Option to stack something underneath that left hip. You can stay on the fingertips or coming down onto forearms. Length through your upper spine, driving your front shin down into the ground. Couple of breaths where you are. Good, so just noticing how it feels in your body. And then if you're on the forearms, come back up onto the hands. Again, tuck the toe, lift the back knee. Use your belly to lift the hips up and back, stepping through into your down dog. So soften the knees, start to walk forward now. So coming into your Uttanasana standing fold, top of the mat, feet hip width. Let everything be soft for a moment, hanging over the legs. Let's place the left fingertips to the center of the ground. So coming underneath the face. Lengthen your spine forward and then bending the left knee slightly as you turn to the right, stretching the right arm up to the sky. You can use a brick here underneath the left hand if you wish, if that helps. Actually, that feels kind of nice. So keep that lovely space through your back as you turn. If that doesn't feel comfortable on the shoulder, then you can bring your right hand down to the back of the pelvis here. Good, take another breath. And then switching sides, so soften both knees, come forward. Right hand to the ground or to your brick. Lengthen your chest forward, softening into the right knee as you turn to the left. Left arm stretching to the sky. Good, keep the spine nice and long as you twist. Take another breath. Good, and then bring the top hand down, soften both knees, and then coming to stand. So slowly unroll. So keeping the head and the arms heavy, making your way up to the standing position. Okay, let's come into a couple of half sun salutations with a big open twist, and we'll move through some lunges and bits and pieces. So strong feet standing tall, chest up, shoulders down. Inhale, reach high. Then as you exhale, we're going to open to the right. So open the arms out nice and wide. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back up. And then exhale, open out to the left. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Now we're folding, softening all the way down. Inhale to lift halfway, pull your spine long. Refold, exhale. Stand tall, so strong feet to rise. Reach the arms up, stretch through the fingers. Bring your hands down as you breathe out. Another one of those. Inhale, reaching up. Strong feet as you turn. Exhale, opening to the right. Inhale, arms high. And again, twist left. Exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Fold, exhale, all the way down. Slow and steady. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, stand tall. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Good, lunges now. Inhale, reach up. Straight forward fold, exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingers down, right leg back, bring the right knee to the ground, low lunge. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Opening to the right as you exhale, so open twist again. Back hand to back thigh. Inhale, stretch your front arm up and back, little side bend. Windmill the hands down to the ground. Step back into your plank pose. Inhale in your plank, so strong hands lift through the upper back. Knees up or down, make your way down to the floor for cobra. So strong legs, shoulders down, elbows in. Inhale, press the floor, lift the chest, all the way through to your down dog. Good. Inhale, raise and reach that right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop your left knee, low lunge. Use your front foot to rise. Inhale, stretch up, then open to the left. Exhale. Back hand to the back thigh, front palm up, reach up and back. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands to the ground, step forward. Halfway lift and lengthen. Inhale. Soften and fold. Exhale. Standing tall all the way up. Inhale. Bring the hands down. Again, inhale, stretch high. Exhale, sink and soften all the way forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Left leg back, low lunge. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Palm to the back thigh. Inhale, reach that front arm up and back. Exhale, windmill the hands down, plank pose. Strong plank, so drive the floor away. Exhale to the floor for cobra. Inhale, peel your chest away from the ground. Exhale, make your way through to your down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee to the ground, low lunge. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Open to the right, exhale. Palm to the thigh. Inhale, reach the front arm up and back. Exhale, windmill the hands to the ground. Step forward. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. All the way up. Inhale, reach the arms. Hands come down, exhale. High lunges, but you can take it to low lunge if you prefer. Inhale, reach up. Fold, exhale. Half lift, pull your spine long. Fingers down, right leg back into your runner's lunge first. Inhale, stretch the arms high into high lunge, sorry. Hands to prayer. And then angle your chest forward. So keeping your spine nice and long, as if you're pulling your heart forward. Back leg is really strong. Front leg is loaded and powerful. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, step into your plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale all the way down for locust. Reach your arms back, interlace your fingers behind you. Shoulder blades together and down. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lift the feet. Squeeze your heel bones towards each other. Take another breath, feel long. Release the hands and the feet to the ground. Make your way through to your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Twist, so stack the hips, bend the knee, turn a little bit to the right here. Drive both hands into the ground. And then square the hips, step the right foot forward, finding that runner's lunge. Inhale to stretch up into high lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer. Angle forward, so really power that back leg. Front leg is strong. Chest and spine lengthening. Good. Inhale. And then bring the fingers down, step forward on your exhale. Half lift, lengthen. Refold. Stand tall. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Bring the hands down. And again, inhale, reach up. Fold, exhale. Half lift, lengthen. Fingers down, left leg back, runner's lunge first. Then as you inhale, stretching up into your high lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer. Lengthen forward, so you're angling forward, so you're trying to get that nice straight strong line. Adding a little twist now, so turn to the right, so use your core muscles, rotational muscles to twist, active twist. And then maybe hooking left elbow to right knee. Inhale, try and find a little bit more length through your back. Good. Undo, exhale, find a plank pose or hands and knees. Inhale, drive the floor away. Exhale all the way down for locust. Hands behind the back, fingers interlace. Inhale, lift everything away from the floor. Good. Exhale, release the hands down. Make your way through to down dog. Inhale, raise and reach your left leg. Bend the knee, take a little twist. So stack those hips, turn the chest slightly to the left. Good. Square the hips, step the left foot forward for your runner's lunge. Inhale, reaching up into your high lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer. Angle the chest forward. Feel that length. Use your rotational muscles to twist. So active twist first, then elbow to knee, lengthen a little bit further. Press your hands together, inhale. And then exhale, undo, step forward. Half lift and lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Strong feet, standing tall, stretch your arms high. Hands through prayer, exhale. Bring your feet together, coming into Utkatasana. So drop the hips back and low, and then reach your arms forward and up. Inhale, so you're squatting down. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. We're going to twist to the left. So use your core muscles again to twist, and then maybe hook the elbow to knee, or you can stay hovering. Have a look at your knees. See if you can straighten them off, level them off, hips nice and level. Inhale, lengthen. See if you can pick up your right foot. Step it straight back into your twisted lunge. So again, you're finding that little bit of length through the spine as you're twisting. And then undo, bring the hands to the floor, step back into your plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale all the way down to the tummy for Sphinx. So elbows forward, palms down. Firm legs, pull your hands back, shoulder blades down, chest open. Adding a little Sphinx if you choose. So tuck the chin, lift the belly, lift the ribs, lift the hips. Really feel that tuck through your pelvis. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, drive down through the forearms. Really feel that strength through the front of your core. Another breath here. And then drop the knees, lower the hips, lower the belly. Inhale in your Sphinx. And then slide back through the hands, make your way through to down dog or child's pose. Good, so strong hands, strong feet. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. And then exhale, stepping the right foot forward, finding your high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands through prayer, lengthen forward. Inhale here. Then exhale, twist to the right, hover, and then hook elbow to knee. Inhale, create a little bit more space. Exhale, fingers down, step forward. Half lift and lengthen. Refold, exhale. Stand tall, stretch your arms high. Exhale, hands to prayer, feet together again. So back into that Utkatasana. So hips back and low. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, twisting to the right this time. So get that active twist first, then maybe hooking elbow to knee. Inhale, create that length, square your hips and knees. And then this is the tricky bit, hovering the left foot above the floor, coming onto the tiptoes, and then see if you can step straight back into a lunge with that left leg, keeping the twist. Inhale, lengthen as you turn. Exhale, undo, step back into plank. Whew. Inhale in your plank. Exhale all the way down for Sphinx, elbows forward. Inhale in your Sphinx, pull your shoulders down. Bringing yourself up into that forearm plank if you choose to. So rolling up, tuck through the pelvis, tuck through the toes, lift the knees, drive the elbows down, spread your shoulder blades, keep the hips low and keep the pelvis tucking. So you've got that real feeling of shortness across the front of the body.
One more breath. And then drop the knees, drop the hips back into your Sphinx pose. Gosh. Inhale, pull the shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Oops. Okay, inhale, left leg up and back. And then when you're ready, stepping that left foot forward, finding your high lunge again. Inhale to rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands through prayer, angle forward. So keep that length, active twist first. So turn to the left, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, undo, fingers to the ground, step forward. Halfway lift, pull your spine long. Refold, exhale. Stand tall, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Good, is everybody warmed up? Because I certainly have. Okay, so we're gonna add a couple of standing poses and we'll come into revolved triangle. So have your brick nearby if you're using a brick, because we'll need that soon. So feet strong, standing tall. We'll start in chair pose again. So drop the hips back and low. You can keep your feet hips distance now if you wish to. Inhale, stretch the arms forward and up. We're not going to twist. Exhale, straighten the legs as you fold forward. Halfway up and lengthen. Inhale, hands down, both feet back into plank. Exhale. Inhale in your plank, strong hands. And then as you exhale, either lower all the way down or hover, chaturanga. Inhale, press the hands, lift the chest, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale, warrior one. Right foot forward and wide. Left foot over to the left, spin the heel down. Lift yourself up and then square forward to the front of the mat. Sink into that right knee, really press through your back leg, front ribs drawing down. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. But just let your shoulder blades broaden across your upper back, just creating that space through the tops of the shoulders, sides of the neck. So really working that back foot strong. So just see if you can get a little squeeze into the glutes on that left side. Take another breath. Good, straighten the front leg, take the hands behind the back, catch hold of opposite elbows. And then folding forward, so coming forward. So keep that length through your back as you fold initially, and then hinging from the hip as you fold over the leg. Keep the upper back working long, so the chest working forward. Press your feet into the ground, as if you're trying to push your feet away from each other. Use that connection. Let the chin draw in, shoulder blades together. Good, soften the front knee. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale where you are. Inhale, reach the arms back into warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground, make your way through to down dog. Stay in down dog, drop the knees to child's pose, or inhale to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga onto the floor. Use your hands, lift your chest, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one. Spin your right heel to the ground. So again, you're in train track feet, so you've got some space. Square the hip forward, square the chest forward, drop into left knee. Pull the lower ribs down as you stretch the arms to the sky. Good. So again, you're broadening the shoulder blades across the upper back just to create that space. Good, well done. Lovely. Palms are facing each other or even touching. Good, straighten the front knee, bring the hands behind the back, catch hold of opposite elbows. A little bit of softness through that front knee as you angle forward, keeping long, and then slowly fold over that front leg. Feet pressing the floor away like crazy. Smooth, steady breath. One more. Good, and soften into the front knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Warrior one, inhale, stretch your arms. Exhale, bring the hands down, downward facing dog. Staying child's pose, or inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga onto the floor. upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Good. Okay, if you've got your brick, just pop it to the inside on the left side. So it's going to come kind of to the front of the mat on the left side. So we're going to bring the right foot forward and wide. We're going to spin that left heel back down to the ground. So in that same warrior one position. So bring the block kind of inside that front foot, but kind of in front of the left hip. So it's a bit of space. So again, you're squaring forward, dropping down into that right knee, resisting with both feet, lower ribs drawing down, arms to the sky, warrior one first. So really, really be in your feet here. Good. This time we're going to straighten the front knee, fly the arms out wide, aeroplane wings. So it's the same thing. We angle forward whilst keeping that length. So using that rotational core strength, we turn to the right, active twist first. Then the left hand's going to come down onto your brick. Or if you don't get that low, you can bring the left hand just onto the opposite leg. Bit more of a twist. So I want your your wrist underneath your shoulder. Create a little bit more length and then turn fully to the right, stretching the right arm to the sky. Just pull your right hip back so it's level with the left. If you feel like you've got a little bit more space, you want to turn a little bit more deeply, you can shift your hand and your brick really close to the inside of your right foot. And if that feels comfortable, you want to go a little bit further, then you can bring that block to the outside of your front foot. That's a really, really deep twist. Oh, there's a really amazing pattern in the clouds. Sorry, distracted. So strong feet, eyes down, soften the front knee. Let's bring ourselves back up into warrior one. So stretch the arms high, bring the hands down, step back into downward facing dog. So brick on the other side. We'll go straight into it without a vinyasa this time. So left foot forward, right heel to the ground. Lift yourself up so you're square to the front of the mat, sink into that left knee, reach the arms to the sky, palms facing each other. Spread your shoulder blades, lower ribs gently pulling down. Good, lovely. Well done. Okay, so same thing, going to straighten off into that front leg as the arms reach wide. Angle forward first, so get that length. Bring your hand, get that little rotation first, so turning slightly to the left. Then bring your right hand down onto the brick, underneath the shoulder. Create a little bit more length and space as you turn to the left, left arm to the sky. Try and level off the hips. So it might be that you need to pull your left hip back slightly, which makes it harder to twist, but keep lengthening. And then the same thing, you can kind of move that lower hand a little bit closer to your front foot. So you can bring the block right inside the front foot. If that feels comfortable, then you can step it just to the outside of the front foot. So you're really getting that full deep twist. Good, lovely, Duncan. Keep breathing. Good. Well done, nice Naomi. Okay, so let's undo. Let's bring that top hand down. Ooh. Nice and slowly, we'll lift back up into warrior one, reach the arms high. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, step back into your downward facing dog. Ditch your brick out the way if it's there. One last vinyasa. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga or to the floor. Lifting into cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Good, drop your knees. Come into child's pose. Well done. I don't know about you, but I'm boiling. A couple of nice deep breaths. Breathe into the back of the body here. Smoothing the rhythm of your breath again. Good, you work super hard today. You always work super hard. Okay, one more breath. And then either coming back onto all fours, flip round onto your bum, or if you want to take a little hop, come back into downward facing dog. So hoppers, nice strong hands, spread your fingers really wide. Spin your armpits towards each other underneath you. Press the floor away. Engage your serratus anterior muscles. Lift the hips. Soften the knees. Lift the heels. Look forward. Feel springy. So you kind of want to be able to take that weight of the body in the shoulders. So nice and slowly, either stepping one foot forward, coming lightly onto the tops of the toes. Weight is in the hands. Other foot comes forward, crossing at the ankles. Rolling back, bringing your feet forward, or the same action but hopping lightly onto the tops of the feet with the ankles crossed. Pull your feet through onto your bum. Good. Roll down slowly onto your back, bridge pose, so feet to the floor. Okay, so lower back gently drawing down to the earth, peeling up into your bridge. Rotate your shoulder blades towards each other underneath you. Strong feet. Squeeze your bum. Lift those hips high. Maybe interlacing the fingers underneath you, maybe not, but really drive the upper arms down into the ground. Smooth, steady breath. Don't let the knees splay out to the side. Keep the inner thighs drawing energetically towards each other. And just get that kind of connection down through that tripod position of the foot. So base of the big toe, little toe, center of heel. Good, well done. Take another breath. Sky is really amazing out there. Good, release your shoulders. And then slowly roll back down to the ground. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide, hands to the belly. 3 breaths down into the hands. Starting to slow everything down a bit now. Good, draw the knees back up together. Arms out wide, feet as wide as the mat. Drop both knees to the right side. Turn your gaze over the left arm. Just take a few slow, steady breaths here. Good, well done. Nice and slowly lift the head, lift the knees. And then same thing in opposite direction. Knees left, eyes right. Just let everything be really heavy and passive. Slow, full breath. Good, well done. Lift the knees up. Let's draw the knees up into the chest. Just have a little squeeze. And then let's come straight into Shavasana from here. So if you want to grab anything to put on to keep you warm, then go ahead and do so. If you're ready just to come straight into it, stretch the legs forward, bring the feet as wide as your mat, let the toes turn out to the side. Backs of the hands to the ground, slightly wider than the mat, palms facing up. And then when you're on the ground, just press the back of the skull into the ground, lift the shoulder blades away from the floor, slide the shoulder blades down your back, and then return the weight of the body to the ground. Just creating a little bit more space across the collarbones, front of shoulder. And then when you're ready, eyes gently closing if they're not already. Big inhalation through your nose, release through your mouth. Big inhalation through your nose. Release it through your mouth. Lips closing. Now releasing any control of your breath. And just allow your breath to settle into an effortless, easy, natural rhythm. Allow the body to soften again. Feel heavy, grounded. Space between the eyebrows widening slightly. Eyes soft.
Jaw relaxed. Tongue released from the top of the mouth. Imagine the tongue widening into the back of the throat, creating a feeling of openness down into the throat, into the chest. Shoulders heavy and relaxed. That feeling of relaxation trickling down from the shoulders through the length of the arms. Arms melting away into the hands, into the fingers. Shoulder blades melting into the ground. Whole back body softening into the earth. Again, that feeling of relaxation running through the front of the body, from the throat to the chest, down into the belly. Belly very soft. Releasing any tension in the pelvic floor. Hips and buttocks really heavy. And again, that feeling of softness running down the length of the legs. Feeling particularly easeful around the thighs. Flesh melting away. Feet and toes relax. Whole body completely relaxed. Soft and still. And just bring the importance of stillness into your consciousness. Just being aware of how good it feels to stop and be still. And then gradually bringing a little bit more movement back into the body by breathing a bit more deeply. Noticing the increase in movement through the midsection. And as you breathe a little more deeply, extending that movement down into the fingers, into the toes. And then when you feel ready to, as you breathe in, you can reach the arms up overhead and begin to stretch the body again. And then slowly, let's draw the knees up into the chest for a final squeeze. Before returning the feet to the floor and gently rolling yourself to one side. Pause there just for a breath. And then as you're ready to, press the hands into the ground, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, hands in prayer at the chest. And then with the eyes closed, you can bow the head to the fingers. Bow down to the ground. And then blink the eyes open here. And then slowly lift yourselves up. Thanks, everybody. Stop the recording. Get well soon, Kirsty.